Are you involved in any brand, business, personal brand, organization, community, charity? Are you involved in any of those type of things? If you are, all I need is 10 seconds of your time to read out these facts to you. Did you know that there are over 3 billion active social media users online? And did you know that Facebook has over 2 billion of those users? Did you also know that YouTube has over 1.5 billion of these users, as well as Instagram having over 800 million? LinkedIn has over 500 million, and finally Twitter has over 330 million of these users. This is the interesting part. The average user has 5.54 accounts. Think about it for a second. I mean, I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, you name them, I've got them all. This just shows that everybody, and I mean everybody and their dog are on social media. This is why in 2018, it is important for you, your business, your brand to definitely be on social media. Otherwise, you are massively losing out on the marketplace. Today, episode 3 of SOS Creativity, we're going to be looking at 5 easy ways to drive traffic to your website using, yes, you guessed it, social media. Number 1, Multimedia Effect. Let me explain how you can use this to drive traffic to your website. People, quite frankly, I know I am, are sick of looking at just text on their phone. So by incorporating multimedia into your content, whether that be pictures, that be images, audios, memes, GIFs, whatever it is, by incorporating that into your content, people are more likely to read it or look at it, therefore pushing the engagement and promoting, yes, traffic right to your website to where you really want them to be. It's very, very easy to do this. You can do this using using your smartphone. I mean, for example, this video we're shooting right now, this is nothing fancy. We're doing it using my smartphone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S7. You can do stuff like this using your smartphone, provide high quality content using the tools you have. But if you really, really want to get fancy, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You can get a DSLR camera for a couple of £100. Point number 2, sharing frenzy. What do I mean by this? By putting effort into creating high quality content like I explained in point number 1, this will get your audience to start sharing your content for you. Well, what does that mean? That means you don't have to spend an enormous amount of resources getting your content seen by people because you've done the hard work of creating good quality content. They're going to share your content for you, turning them into your marketing team, which is the perfect way to get your content across to potential clients, new audience that you might not otherwise have reached. It's also a way to get your audience to be emotionally connected with you, your brand, your businesses, whatever you're trying to promote. Because if they think your content is worthy enough to be seen by their friends, their family, then guess what? You're on to a winner. Point number 3, catchy headlines. Well, whenever you look at anything, what's the first thing you see? It's the headlines. This is very, very important. And by having catchy headlines, you gotta be careful, of course. You don't want to clickbait and all of that stuff because that's when your reputation starts going down the drain. But using catchy headlines, using high quality keywords relating to the content that you're producing, this would definitely help you get eyes and engagement on it. So using headlines, this is the first thing that people see, making sure it's catchy. Don't use clickbait headlines, and always cover topics that are extremely, extremely fun and important and helpful to your audience, because by doing that, they get an enormous amount of value from it. And as I said, it links back to number 2, they start sharing it because you use the multimedia effects to create a good quality content, images, memes, text, videos, audio, that type of stuff. It will start driving traffic into your website where you can convert them to do what you need to do. Point number 4, storytelling. This is massive. I mean, everybody loves a story. So making sure you tell a story about your brand that resonates with your audience will definitely get that traffic to your website. Let me explain further. As I say, people love stories and people like to do business with people that they love. So you telling your story, what made you start the business? What's the goal you're trying to achieve? You hear some interesting stories that people love. For example, Airbnb currently, it's amazing for storytelling. They tell their customers story. They don't go, right, this is us as a company, this is what we do, but they share the story of their customers. For example, people, travelers, finding places to live while they're traveling, that type of thing. Another example is Nike. They're fantastic at this. The recent commercial that they're doing is the Air Jordan, Michael Jordan story. They're sharing his story and turning that into, linking that with the product that they have to offer. This is making the sales skyrocket. So storytelling, massively important. Last but not least, number 5, self-branding. What do I mean by this? Branding is important. Branding is definitely key. You've spent all that hard work to create high quality content using the multimedia effect. It's engaging, and potentially you're getting people to share your content for you. You don't want to lose out by not branding it. For example, by putting your logo in the lower bottom corner. If you have a look at our blog post, you can definitely tell straight away that it's us, because we have a unique style. It's red. Our main color scheme is red. We know where the title of the article is about. You can see our logo. If you look on our social media page, when people share that, our brand continues to progress and get viewed by people that we probably wouldn't reach unless our current audience share it. So making sure your color scheme's the same, your font's the same, your logo design, and generally the style of article and multimedia and graphics and content that you put through, making sure that's the same will definitely help drive traffic to your website, because people can spot your content from a mile away. From a crowd, the internet's a crowded place, you definitely want to stand out, and you can achieve this by making sure your branding is on point. And that's all we have for you today. If you have any comments about what we've covered today, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you know anybody that this can benefit, make sure you like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next week, bye for now.